Welcome. My name is Adrian Beret. I'm a physiotherapist based in Adelaide, South Australia. And this video is part of a longer series and an entire YouTube channel focusing on the journey as my business partner and I take on a new physiotherapy clinic, our second, and try and build it and grow it as quickly as possible to well in excess of its current profit. My actual goal for this business, it's a bit fluid, but at the moment, I'm hoping that we can get to around 10x the current profit margin within a 24-month period of taking over. At the moment, the consideration in front of us is we know that things are about to get really busy for us. With just one clinic, my business partner and I can manage most of the day-to-day administration and managerial requirements. But in the lead up to taking over this second clinic, we know things are going to get super busy and we know that we're going to struggle. So we are discussing and planning now to take on a practice manager to help us with that load. My business partner has suggested that we employ a lady who is well known to her. They've worked together in the past at a previous clinic and they've developed a very good personal rapport and a very good business relationship. There are always pros and cons to employing someone that you know, friends, family, etc. I think in this situation, the pros are that my business partner is very familiar with this lady and we have no concerns about her ethics or her dedication and her ability to do the job. We know that she is available right now because the current role that she's in, she's not entirely happy with and is looking to make a change. And we also know that she's quite familiar with the various software and processes that we use, and the onboarding process should be fairly straightforward. On the cons side of the ledger, there are a few things to consider. As I said, employing someone that you know well can cause difficulties. I know this from personal experience. Many years ago, I hired a close relative and in the end had to performance manage them and eventually had to fire them. And this was quite an awkward and unpleasant experience. It does take quite a firm stomach to be able to separate personal relationships and professional roles and responsibilities. This lady is well known to my business partner, but I do not know her particularly well. So I'm really trusting the judgment and guidance of my business partner. Due to the timing of our situation, this lady is available right now, but we won't have the time and the luxury to be able to go through our normal processes. Usually I'd prefer to hire slowly, do reference checks, suitability checks, get some other candidates through, do some comparisons. That's not going to be possible in this situation, so there's really a bit of a reliance on gut instinct. We did have her in for a three-way discussion, her, my business partner and myself, and I'll have to admit it did feel a little odd, as if she was expecting that the employment was a foregone conclusion and we were just finalising the details. Maybe in fact that is what was happening and I just didn't realise it. So in summary, it has been a bit of a rushed process. I hope that we don't regret this later. In any case, the decision is now made and she has started with us, and it's interesting already to see how the communication dynamic is unfolding. Because I'm on medical leave at the moment, just for a few more weeks, I'm not in the clinic, I'm not in the building. So the new practice manager and my business partner can talk face-to-face as often as they want. They're in the same building. Any communication that I have with either of these two is done electronically, occasional phone call, but mostly it's email, text messages, and Slack messaging. So that in itself has created some interesting moments. We are about 10 weeks away from the official takeover date, and looking at the amount of work we have in front of us now between the three of us, I really don't understand how we ever contemplated trying to do this without an extra pair of hands. It's complete madness that this ever crossed our mind to not have another person helping us along this part of the journey. To paraphrase a very famous Australian sports icon of the past, Peter Brock, what we're doing at the moment, we've bitten off more than we can chew, and we're chewing like hell. Join me in the next video and in this video series as we each day put on our body armor and jump back into the battlefield, which is small business.